I'm watching a discussion, about these bigger coils, smaller coils, and unmasking and separating and all that. It's interesting. There's a lot we don't know. There's a million different scenarios. Well, I've got one right here. And believe it or not, this is not going to be a high five the deus too. I actually set this up playing with the old Equinox with a stock coil. You see it on the ground there, and I've got the small coil here behind me. Now this setup right here is interesting, okay? And I didn't touch it after I was playing with the Equinox and with a 11-inch coil and a 6-inch coil. But you know what's interesting about this test? That deus too will ID that dime. Them other two detectors won't ID it. They're low. And I've had good luck with this deus too in junky sites trying to find high conductors, okay? So let me turn this camera off here just a minute. 6-inch coil on this Equinox. Now we're only going to look at Park 1. I'm sorry, Field 2 and Park 1 on this right here, okay? And you got the F20 iron bias dialed in. I'm even going to run the speed at 7. I'll let you see what this machine does here now. So I get a tone coming off the left. That's about the only way you can detect this scenario here, okay? I've went around it and around it. So here's about the best achievable, and this is with all detectors here I've got the coils, okay? All right, now I'm gonna get down there close. So the highest number I've seen in that window is 18, okay? Now sweeping it from about 2 inches, I get 16, okay? We'll toggle over here to Park 1, and it's set up the same way, speed 7. So I get one-way tone with an 18. I'm going to get down close to it. So 20 is about all I can get in the wind to getting down close to it on that iron, okay? But sweeping it in Park 1, she's pretty shaky, okay? I'll go back over here to Field 2 and let you hear it. Okay, so it's a better deal with Field 2 on this right here, okay? Alright, I'm going to turn this camera off. Here's this old Equinox with a stock coil. Now this is Field 2, speed 7, okay? I'm going to sweep it. So I get trailing tone with a 15 in the window, okay? That's a clad dime. People use this machine, know a clad dime is going to read about 24.5, maybe 6, somewhere in there. Alright, now I'm going to get down close to it here now. Highest number in the window, 17, so it's nowhere close to a high conductor, okay? It's not in that range. Needs to be at least 19, okay? In my opinion, okay? So that's Field 2, speed 7. I'll even drop it to speed 6. That seems to have hurt the performance some on this test, okay? Now here's Park 1, speed 7. Alright, so I wouldn't even find that dime sweeping from this direction here. And this is the way the detectors seem to want to pick it up, okay? And you've seen that. Let me turn this camera off. We're going to get this deus 2 on here. This deus 2, we're going to look at this 11-inch coil again here. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. I come around this dime a little bit more here. We'll see what happens here. I'm trying to be fair with these machines now, boys. So I'm still getting one-way signal, okay, but when I get down there close to it, just wanted to read a 19 or a 20, okay? And a clad diamond on this thing's a reading 25, okay? Like I said, this test was not set up so that this machine passes the deus 2. I was actually playing with the Equinox, okay? So I decided to break it out. Anyway, ain't nothing changed here, boys. Now, there's iron flakes in there. There's some rusty bits, nails. Now, I'm over here about where I swept that Equinox from. I'm in deep high conductor, 2.5 reactivity. Silencer is 2, and I'm in full tones, okay? I'll let you hear this thing here. Giving 88 in the window there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Listen to that. I get down close. There's 90 in the window, and I've got a clad diamond on the end of that board right there. Reading 90, okay? Repeatable signal. Now that's full tones, okay? Now, just out of curiosity, I've been using this machine like this. Let's go to 3 tones. Okay, and I'm going to go down here and set this machine up like I've been using it. I'm going to dial the 2nd tone down. I'm going to dial the 3rd tone all the way up. Okay, and then I've been running a tone break. The last tone break I've been running 79. Let's see if this thing, you know, sweeping over like this, would it get me to stop on it, okay, to investigate? See, it's hard to hear the high tone, see? It may not even be giving one. It is right there. Okay. If we go back to full tones, we listen to that old Equinox in 50 tones. Now that's deep high conductor, okay? Now we're gonna slip over here. This is a program I've put together in this thing that I use. Fast program, okay? 2.5 reactivity. I'll turn the iron volume off, all right? Let's listen to this. Now that's 3 tones, okay? I don't want to give the ID. Let's go full tone to see what she sounds like. Don't want to give as high ID in this program as it does that deep high conductor. Here, I'll fast. See how fast I can sweep that call? Pretty amazing, ain't it? Now, let's take this dime out of here. Let's just see what we got here. Let's go back to deep high conductor. Okay. I mean, I'm right down on top of them nails. But I'm not getting any meter read, see. Alright. So y'all be your own judge. This little coal on this machine right here is a house. That's all I can tell you. Based on what I've been digging in sites I've been in. Okay, and I've been cherry picking. I ain't been digging all non-ferrous in no sites with this machine yet.